What is up, guys? So today is a rest day for me, so as you can see I have a lot of washing to put away, dishes to bring down. This is the reality. I eat like in my office. It's just easier for me. Like, I'll make my meals, I bring them up. A rest day for me means, so cardio was done, pose and clients all sorted. This morning I get them done before I actually go do my cardio, or in between, it depends on the times that people are booked in for. I'm just about to go and get a food shop, but before I do that I'm going to have my second meal. So yeah, my second meal is 100 grams of yogurt, 60 grams of berries and 20 grams of nut butter. So I don't know if you can hear that, but geez, like, after letting out the biggest sigh. So yeah, I never go to the shop hungry. Been there, done that, doesn't work out well. And as well, I'll be doing a food shop for myself and for Robert. So Rob eats basically like whatever he wants. That's just the joy of Rob's life. So not everything that you're going to see is actually for me, but I want to bring you through like kind of just the basics of what I get. And that's also another thing that I love about being on a meal plan. I know exactly what I need to get when I go into the shops. And yeah, so I will take you guys along with me. But rest day for me, like, nothing really interesting happens. It's just kind of doing the bits that are going to set me up for the rest of the week. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy something a bit different from my usual. I've done 2 videos, my regular like training video. So I just thought this would be a nice kind of way of catching up as well. So I'll catch you in the next one. What is up, guys? I am back, just back from the shops. I did a full food shop, so I will bring you through what I got. There are some things here. No, sorry, I split everything up so that I kind of separated what I got for Rob. The things I got for Rob are definitely a lot nicer than what I got for myself. But anyway, we move. So first up, we have this yogurt. I do my shopping in Lidl. I just prefer the layout of the shop. I do prefer Aldi's food, but the shop where I live, it's just very, very small, so I cannot deal. So I go to Lidl. It's nice, spacious, and I mean, who doesn't love the middle aisle in Lidl? So we got this 0% yogurt, whatever you guys want to call it. I just get 1 tub because I actually only have this on a rest day, and I only have 100 grams, so this will actually last me 2 weeks. What I like to do is, like, I will bulk buy like my meats, things like that, like my protein sources, and then I'll just kind of buy like what I need to fresh, so like my fruit, veg, things like that, I'll buy like as I need them. So that's that boy. Then I also go to the butcher's and I get all of my meat there, so most of my meat there. So what I do is I get 2 kilos of chicken and I get it chopped up. So as soon as I come home, what I'll do is I'll separate it into, so I have 130 grams of chicken per day. So what I'll do is I will separate that up into, say, like 3 or 4 days. I put that into a freezer bag, pop it in the freezer, write how much is on it, so that then when I'm going to do my meal prep, I know exactly what chicken I'm taking out, if that makes sense. I don't have to like remeasure anything or anything like that, so that just saves me a lot of time. I also hate cutting up chicken. I just feel like it gets very messy, so I get the butchers to do it for me, and they cut it into really nice strips. So even if I fry my chicken, do it in the oven, the air fryer, it takes a lot less time because it's already been cut up. So that's another tip as well. And most butchers actually do it for free, so that's really handy as well, because I know everyone is clutching at their pennies these days, and the prices in the shops, I know they keep going up. So I actually started to find that the chopped chicken was actually working out more expensive because it was chopped. So anyway, we go to the butcher's and we get it done. Okay, so that is that. Then more protein sources. What I have here are turkey rashers. I get the smoked ones. I just find that there's a little bit more taste off them, so I have 2 of these a day. So what I do is I buy a few packets, I pop the rest into the freezer, and then I just take them as I need them. The handy thing with these is they don't actually take that long to defrost either, so even if you took them out say like the night before, they'll be defrosted in the morning time. So that's with my first meal. I also get turkey sausages as well. So again, these are from Lidl. They brought out these new ones, and I don't know if you can see that there. So it says lean, right? But I was getting like their normal ones. Their normal ones are 74 calories per sausage. These are 72. So there's actually not that much of a difference between the lean and the normal ones. So yeah, I do find there is a little bit of a taste difference. I think there's like less skin or something on these, but that's all they have at the moment. So I stocked up on those. So I did the same. I got 3 packets of those. So I have 2 turkey sausages and 2 turkey rashers in the morning. So that's those. Then I grabbed some turkey burgers. I get these in Lidl as well. So the reason that I don't get them in the butchers is just because I have a bit of trust issues. Because what can happen is in the butchers, like they'll put in like other not other meats but other parts of the turkey, and as well like sometimes they'll add cereal, things like that. So at least with this, like I can see on the back, okay, right, like that's where the calories are for this, so it's nice and consistent. Like I just go for the plain flavour. They have got like peri-peri flavour, buffalo flavour, things like that, but when I looked on the back there is an extra 20 calories. I'm sure anyone who's watching this, like, it's 20 calories, calm down. But over the week, like for me, when I'm on prep, every single calorie counts. So if I was in off season, then I would probably start to like be more adventurous like with the flavors. But for me, I just like to keep everything super basic when I'm on prep, so there's as little variables as possible basically. So that's the reason behind that. I do add like a little bit of garlic powder and things like that when I'm doing these, and I normally do these in the George Foreman. I used to be all about putting these in the air fryer, but I actually just prefer doing the George Foreman. I think they come out juicier or something. So that's that. Very interesting, I know. I then got veg. I keep my veg very, very basic, very simple. I don't eat an awful lot of veg. Like I eat enough veg, definitely, but I don't overdo it either. I know that's something that I see an awful lot, is people like trying to fill themselves with veg, which, okay, I get it, like you're hungry when you're on prep, but at the same time, you don't want, you know, like the volume of food to be crazy with your veg. So I just like to keep things really simple. So I get these little baby tomatoes. I don't know what's going on at the moment with trying to get fruit and veg in the shops. It's proven quite difficult. So when I seen that they had full shelves, I just jumped on anything I could find. So tomatoes, I normally do these on top of the turkey burgers. So when I pull down the George Foreman, oh, so nice, so nice. I got these little baby mushrooms, so these are handy as well. I'll just throw these onto the George Foreman as well. I know mushrooms are kind of that controversial vegetable. I know Rob absolutely hates mushrooms. I love them. I don't know what it is, I just think they're so versatile. I think it's like the texture of them or something, but I love them, I'm obsessed. Then I got this romaine lettuce. Now, I normally am an iceberg lettuce kind of gal, but what I was thinking is that I could almost like create a wrap with this, with the turkey burger. So with the turkey burgers and like turkey mince, I don't actually have any carb with it. So I was thinking like this could be a cool way, like maybe I could chop them up, roll them or something like that. And again, it's just kind of keeping your food interesting when you're on prep. It doesn't mean that the food has to be boring. Then I got these little bad boys. So these are sweet and seedless peppers. So what I like to do with these is I literally just like top and tail them, and then I pop them into the George Foreman, and then I just grill them. I just think that the flavour really comes out and it's really nice. As well, these are quite nice roasted. So when I'm doing my chicken, what I'll do is like I'll put my chicken into the oven, like onto a tray. And on a separate tray, then I'll do all of my veg, and then all my veg is nice and roasted then for the week. So then I just pick and I add that then to my meals. Then I also got normal mixed peppers. I didn't really need these because I have the regular, the ones I just showed you. These ones, the sweet ones. But like I was saying, like getting veg at the moment is actually quite difficult. So when I saw that they had these, I jumped on it because I don't know when they're going to have them back in. They normally have like say 2 colours, but I wanted all 3, so I got those. my carb source at the minute, I'm having baby potatoes, which I'm actually obsessed with. It's actually only got changed there about, I think it was last week actually, it got changed. So my carb sources used to be rice and noodles. So they got changed. So the reason that they got changed was there's more volume. So you get more bang for your buck essentially with baby potatoes, and they're a lot more filling. I had, the first time I had the baby potatoes was last week with my post-workout meal instead of the noodles, and honestly it was the first time that I got like that full sensation on prep, so very, very happy. So what I do with these is I boil these and then I boil them for about 15-20 minutes, then I let them cool down, I chop them up, pop fry light all over them, and then what I do is then I put like my seasonings and stuff on them, and then I pop them into the air fryer. They get super crispy and they're so good, so good. Then so for fruit, so I never used to like frozen fruit, okay? I used to be such a fresh fruit type of person. It just goes off so quick, and it meant I was literally going to the shop like every 2-3 days. I just don't have time for that. I just don't have the patience. So what I do is now I just get these frozen blueberries. I already had some frozen strawberries, but I ran out of blueberries. I go through the blueberries a lot quicker than I do the frozen strawberries, so I got 2 packets of those. I have berries every single day, so I have berries on a rest day. I have them in my yogurt meal, and then I have an oatmeal, like a porridge meal later, and I pop them into it. As you can tell, my brain is starting to slow down a little bit, but look, we move. So that's those. Then I also got 2 big tubs of peanut butter. So I have one crunchy and I have one smooth as well. So I like having a variation just so I can kind of make the meals taste a little bit different basically. There we go. Hello, what is up guys? So it is the next day. So I had my massage yesterday, and literally I came home and I was so tired. I barely even made it to my last meal. So I had that and I just went straight to bed, to be honest. So yeah, got my check-ins and everything done this morning. Cardio is done, and today I'm gonna head out for the day. So not for the day, for a few hours. So something that a lot of like people will kind of stress over is when they're leaving the house on prep. It doesn't need to be that complicated, okay guys? So what I do is I'll get like the things that I need to get done in the morning. So for example, cardio, client work, things like that, and then I bring some of my meals with me. So I've already had my first meal, which was turkey rashers, some veg and turkey sausages, as you would have seen in my food shop yesterday. Then what I've brought with me is a yogurt meal. So I have it in this, I couldn't find the top off the Tupperware. I don't know what happens. I feel like the tops off Tupperware and socks, they go somewhere together. I don't know where they go. So yeah, so that's that. So I have 100 grams of yogurt in here, 10 grams of isolate, some flavour drops, berries and some peanut butter. Then I always bring an extra meal just in case I get caught out. So for the next meal then I have a turkey burger salad, so you can kind of see it more clearly here. Normally I'd have like hot veg with this, so I'd put everything onto the George Foreman like I was saying yesterday, but obviously I'm not going to have a George Foreman with me. So just to make life a little bit easier, what I've done is just made a salad out of it. You'll see as well, so with that the lettuce that I bought, I think it's called like romaine lettuce or something like that, I've actually just cut it up, so if I want I can make it into like a little wrap or something like that. And then yeah, then I have 10 grams of cashews with that meal. So it doesn't need to be complicated, like it really doesn't. If you're not on prep, there's so many options. Like say you're out on the road, like you're out driving or whatever, you can pull into a petrol station. They have like cooked chicken, the macros, the calories, everything is on the actual packaging. There's protein yogurts you can get. Like there's so much nowadays that even if you do get caught out and it's not a case that you're on prep and everything has to be like 110%, there's so many options. I think a lot of people, like they kind of feel like it has to be all or nothing, and it definitely doesn't need to be that way unless you're in prep. And then it's just all or all basically. So like again, it's just looking at like ways that you can actually stay on track rather than just going, look, I can't get that meal in, so I might as well just hit the fuck it button and just eat whatever from the garage, get a chicken fillet roll, things like that that we all know aren't going to benefit you. They're going to make you feel crap afterwards. They're not going to have you full for that long. So why would you do that to yourself? Like why would you self-sabotage? So yeah, so the main goal now for me getting out of the house, I just really felt like I needed to get out of the four walls that I've literally been living in for the past like however many weeks I've been on prep. I've literally just been gym twice a day, client work and steps. That's literally been my life, so I just needed a little bit of a change just to get out of the house. So what I am doing now is we're going to go shopping for a bit. I don't even need anything, it's literally just to get out, get some steps in, change of scenery, and I feel like it'll just do me the world of good. So I'm just about to eat my yogurt meal in the car, and yeah, that is all for now. What is up, guys? So it is a few days later. So I had my check-in yesterday. I'm not gonna lie though, yesterday was definitely one of those days on prep where I just had the energy just about to get everything that I needed to do done. So to be honest, picking up the camera wasn't one of my priorities on my list of priorities of things to do. So I'm here. It is Friday the 24th of March. So had my check-in yesterday. I will put up on screen, hang on, I'm gonna pull up now how I am looking. Hopefully you guys will be able to see. So that is how I am currently looking. So weight dropped 0.1 since Sunday. In my last check-in Kate had made an increase to cardio and steps. So cardio is now at 60 minutes and steps are at 12k daily. I was expecting to see a little bit more of a drop, but I know that it's the end of the day, like it's not a weight loss competition, do you know what I mean? So Kate is very happy with how I'm looking, especially in terms of like visuals, getting sharper like every time I check in. So once Kate is happy, I'm happy. There's no point at this point, like at this point in the game, in like over analysing everything. So yeah, just ticking the boxes, doing what I need to get doing what I need to get done even. So feedback yesterday was we had a drop in calories. I actually, to be honest, doesn't bother me at this point. Like, yeah, okay, I'm a little bit hungry, but at the end of the day, like, we're coming up to 6 weeks out next week, so you know, I'm gonna be hungry, gonna be tired. It's just all part of the game, like at this point in prep. Like I know a lot of people are like, oh, do you not have any cravings or anything like that? Like, to be honest, not really, because for me, like this goal, it's so important that there's no food on this planet that could ever match the feeling of stepping on stage knowing that you've given like 110%. So yeah, I'm just doing what I need to get done. So in terms of like how I'm finding prep so far, things have been quite smooth, to be fair. So I'm quite happy. Like my training is still smashing out PBs in the gym, so like strength intensity hasn't dropped. So yeah, overall, like I'm just finding everything smooth. Then, like, that being said, yes, I have good days, yes, I have bad days. You're gonna have good days, you're gonna have bad days, regardless of whether you're on prep or not. So the only difference is that you still just need to get your shit done. So if you follow me on Instagram, I actually had a post up. It was a story up a few days ago where basically I was just saying, like, you need to remove the emotion and you just need to do what you need to get done. Basically, like, it's just about, like, yeah, okay, there will be days where you don't want to do like, you don't want to go in and train. You don't want to go out into the rain and get steps. If you live in the UK or Ireland, you will understand that honestly the weather lately has been like monsoon season, basically, just without the heat. Yeah, so it's been cold, windy, rainy, but it's not an excuse not to get your work done, you know. So when you guys are out there getting your steps in, just know that I'm there with you, freezing, getting soaked, but we're still getting it done. So when we think about it as well, so right, we're basically in April, which is crazy. So the way I look at it is, if you put the work in now, where could you be by summertime? So where could you be by like May, June time, you know? So if you put the work in now, you will be able to reap rewards coming into summertime. So yeah, I'm very, very excited. Then also what I did during the week, so I was speaking about like just getting out of the house basically. So for me, I work from home, so I spend an awful lot of time at home unless I'm going to the gym to train. So I would go to the gym, do cardio, come home, have something to eat, go back to the gym, train, and then the rest of the day spent doing like client work, getting steps in, things like that. So for me, I just needed a change of scenery, to be honest. It was starting to feel like as if I was in lockdown. And so we just went out, me and Rob, we just went out to the shops just to get out of the house a little bit. Picked up some stuff, of course. If anyone knows on prep, the prep spending, it's a thing, it's an issue. It happened to me last prep as well. I think it's because like your food is the same, so it's not like as if you have variety in terms of food. So the only thing that you can kind of do to add like excitement, if that makes sense, is online shopping and shopping in person. I'm dreadful for when I'm doing cardio, doing online shopping, but it is what it is. That gets me through. So at the end of the day, if it works, it works. So yeah, like I think it's really important that on prep, like you do make an effort to get out of not your routine but your usual environment. Like sometimes I'll even bring the laptop with me like into a coffee shop and just sit there, and just being able to have a different environment. I think it's honestly, it's a game changer. If you work from home, it's definitely something I would recommend trying. So yeah, in terms of the week, I wanted to do like this video a little bit different. So it is kind of, I know it's been a little bit all over the place, but I wanted to kind of give a background as to like what exactly it is that I do like on my rest days, like how I kind of structure my week, as opposed to just showing you training videos all the time, because they can get kind of monotonous, pretty boring as well. Because to be honest, the thing is on prep, it is boring to an extent, because you are just doing the exact same thing every single day. So yes, I want to take you guys along on the journey, but as well as that, like there's not really an awful lot going on. So you would have seen my check-in, obviously, so that's how I record my check-ins. I was doing them outside, but the lighting, because obviously like it's gotten brighter in the mornings, the way that the light is coming up, it's just not doing me any favours. Kate can't actually see me properly anymore, so I'm back doing them inside, woohoo, which I'm actually very happy about, to be honest, because it was testing me mentally, physically, going outside, because I am freezing all the time. Like I have a cup of coffee here, I'm literally just using it to warm up my hands. But anyway, so all in all, I'm still not there with announcing what shows I have, but I have planned. But if you guys have any ideas of what shows you guys think I am doing, leave them in the comments. So I'm going to wrap this video up here. I do want to keep the videos a little bit on the shorter side, just because I feel like when videos start going over like that 20-minute mark, they kind of get a little bit boring. So as always, let me know what you guys want to see coming up in the next series. So the main idea, like with the level up series now, is like we've established the routine, we know what needs to be done, and now it's just about getting into the trenches and getting shit done, basically. So it's time now to just level up in all areas, and I'm very excited to take you guys along with me. But obviously I can't take you guys along with me if you're not subscribed, so make sure you are subscribed and you like the video also. And again, like any suggestions, drop them below. And again, I'm very curious to see what shows you guys think that I'm going to be doing this year. So I will catch you guys in the next one.